everybody, it is Renee from Tub Time Treasures, and I am here to make some blackberry jam soap. I'm using blackberry jam fragrance oil from Nature's Garden. I'm using the sparkling deep violet mica from the conservatory, and I'm going to be using titanium dioxide. I'm going to be doing this one a little bit different than I have in the past, and I'm going to do layers, gradient layers, with a mica line between each layer. And for the top, instead of my typical mica oil drizzle swirl, I've got glitter in oil with just an itty bitty tiny touch of mica to give some sparkle to the top, but only in the swirls. So we'll see how that plays out. I have my oils all mixed up and ready to go. I have my lye water with my silk dissolved in it, ready to go. We're gonna add these together and get started. Okay, so I have put all of my mica in one container, and I'm gonna color this entire bucket. And then as we go, we're gonna add some titanium dioxide to each bucket full, to each little measuring cup full, and we're gonna lighten them with each layer. But first we're gonna make the entire batch dark and go from there. This is such a perfect color for blackberry anything. It makes me very sad that the conservatory is no longer selling colorants, because I need to find a replacement for my awesome colors that I've been using for such a long time. Okay, so now I'm going to pour off enough for one layer. Do about that much for each layer. I'm gonna mix it real quick. I'm gonna pour it in the mold. We're going to scrape this as well as we can. Okay. I'm going to take some of that same color mica and do a mica line. Sure that I get pretty much everywhere without getting it too thick, because I don't want the sections to separate. Sorry, I just stuck my head in your view. All right, then we're going to take our bucket again and our stick blender. Go back to our main batch. We're gonna add some titanium dioxide to lighten it up. Just a little squirt because we're gonna keep lightening as we go. Pour off about the same amount that we just did. Half. And I'm going to carefully, because it is still so liquidy, I'm going to ladle this on here so it doesn't disturb the mica line too much. But then again, it's so thin, I may not have that luxury. It may just move it anyway, regardless of my intention. So we're going to do our best not to really move that line much. Get way down in there with my spatula. Along the sides. Try to keep that line from moving too much. I'm not necessarily going for a straight line, but I don't want it to mix in. I want the line to be distinguishable. So we'll do our best and go from there, because that's really all we can do.
Sounds dry.
Okay, this was so messy, but I think it's gonna be worth it. We will find out tomorrow when I cut it to see how everything did. For right now, we're gonna put our sparkles on top and see if that'll at least make the top look pretty. It looks all right, so this is the top of Blackberry Jam. You can see the glitter reflecting in those little swirls there. There's no glitter anyplace else, just in those swirls. So we'll see how it looks in the morning when it's all dry. See if those glitter swirls kind of pop out anymore. Now that it is no longer wet, those glitter swirls really stand out on top of the bar. I think I really like that. I'll have to do that more often. Let's see what it looks like inside. All right, let's get this lined up with the cutter here and take a look inside. Now these lines are looking very, very gray. They're not looking purple at all. And that's probably because of the colorant that I used, the mica, instead of doing like I normally do and do a mixture of ultramarine blue with neon pink pigment to get a bright purple. So I will probably remake this batch using those other purpley purples so that it won't go gray. It's still not a bad soap. It's still gonna work well. It's just not good, does not look how I wanted it to. So we will go from there. Just readjust and make a second one. The top did exactly what I wanted it to. It's very sparkly, glittery, and just in the swirls. The top's not covered in glitter. The glitter is confined just to the little areas that are swirled. So that I will definitely be doing again because it looks really cool. The rest of the soap, not so much. So again, even though we have the best intentions, they don't always turn out exactly the way that we would like for them to. But that doesn't mean that our customers aren't going to like them, that they won't use them, because you may end up with a customer that really enjoys gray soap. So either way, I will make a rebatch, make a second batch of this with some better color and make it pretty. So as always, thanks for watching.